this is Empress Lanice, and I'm here with Shawn Baker, film producer, filmmaker. Anything else you want to add?
Writer, director.
Okay, so tell me more about your company.
Okay, Lock City Filmworks. It was established 2006 in Brooklyn, New York. And we produce films, music videos, commercials, documentaries, things of that nature.
So tell me about some of the commercials, the films that you've worked on.
Well, I started out with it really isn't my student film, which we got distribution through BET for the Good Times. And then we came with the DCEPS movie. Initially it was the Eddie Black story, but then we changed the title to DCEPS. Then I did Conspiracy X, which was a docudrama about the different types of conspiracy in the judicial system. And I produced a couple of independent music videos and a commercial spot for Harley Davidson.
Okay, and what was that experience like?
Which one?
Well, I guess tell me your favorite experience with either, I guess, section, whether it was a commercial or a film that you worked on.
Really, each project has its own different moments, but I guess my first film was the most memorable because that was the first. Right. You know what I mean? So, like, you set goals to complete something, right, and that was the first project that I completed, so that was more dear to me.
Okay, and did you reach your expectations? Like, what were your goals at the time, and did you reach it, or was it like a learning process? Oh,
it was definitely a learning experience, but it truly was, my goal was to really shoot a film, and I did that.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. So that, gave me the motivation to continue.
Okay, and what made you want to do film?
Well, I actually started out doing off-Broadway theater.
Wow. As
an actor, and then I started doing little auditions or whatever. So I kind of got frustrated because at that time a lot of the rappers was getting a lot of the roles. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own movie. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote my own film, and then we shot it. And it's from that experience I was like, you know what, I think I want to create, behind the scenes. Okay. So I kind of fell in love with behind the camera.
Would you still want to do some on-camera work?
Oh yeah, if the right role, the right project, if I feel I could add to the character, I'll do it.
What type of role would you want to do? Just curious.
A gangster.
Why a gangster?
Something that I'm not, so I would like to do something that I'm not.
Okay, so I guess, next time hopefully we'll see you on the screen doing a gangster role. But tell me about the new project that you just released at a film festival.
Oh, Supermodel. Supermodel was a cool piece. It was it was brought to me by Philip McGowan. He was a model agent for IMG for like 13, 14 years, and he came to me. He was like, Shawn, I got a project, man. It's been on my mind for a long time. And I believe you could do it, man. So he gave me the concept and everything. So I was like, okay. I wrote the script about a week and a half, 2 weeks. We gave him the first draft. He loved it. And that was the birth of that project. And we shot it over the course of 18 days. It's about a model who was discovered in Brooklyn. And she signed a contract with a major agency. They flew out to Paris. She was like an overnight success. But she experienced the racism that was in that business, so it was like a bittersweet thing for her. So she had success on one hand, but then she experienced the racism. So she came back to the States to be an advocate for anti-racism in the fashion industry. Okay,
so since you wrote it, how did you know how to put this whole script together? Like, what was your inspiration?
Well, he gave me his thoughts and gave me some different things what was going on that he experienced. And then I talked to our lead actress, Cecily, and she told me some things what went on. And my producer, Datari Turner, he was a former model, male model, and he had a lot of insight on the subject matter. So, and Attica, he was the co-producer on the project. So, everybody collectively gave some input, and then we just put it in the script. And, we got some feedback, made some changes, and then, he was like, okay, we ready.
And you said it took you about 2 weeks to write the script?
First draft, yeah, about a week and a half. for the first draft. But you know, you go through so many different rewrites or whatever.
Right.
But just to get the idea out on paper, read it, you know what I'm saying, get a feel of it, yeah, about a week and a half.
Okay, and who were some of the actors that were in this film?
Oh well, Cecily Lopez played the lead role. We have Angela Simmons, Tyson Beckford played the agent, Mark John Jeffries, Melissa DeSosa. It's a host of people, man. I can't. Tatiana Ali, Fat Joe, he made an appearance. You know, we had a lot of cameos.
So how did you know to pick these characters for the role?
Well, I actually chose the lead role. Everybody else, you know, they had to audition, or my producer Datari, he brought them on. You know, they read the script and wanted to be a part of it. So that's how that came about.
And how was it working with them? Because like you said, you had Angela Simmons, Tyson Beckford, Mark John Jeffries. Like, what was that experience where they, you know?
Oh, no, all of them was cool. All of them was, you know, good to work with. You know, we pretty much, it was a family at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't have anything bad to say about anybody.
Of course, I wasn't even expecting you to say anything bad. But like, just what was the experience like? How was it being on set? Like, give me, I guess, one of your favorite moments, I should say.
One of my favorite moments on set, I could say Cecily. She was very. She was a good actress. This is her first role. However, she wasn't really confident in her performance, but from the outside looking in, I'm behind the camera seeing what she's doing, and she's like nailing it. But she don't think she's nailing it.
Right.
But just to see that humble heart, you know what I mean? Because you know, supermodels, like, they're always in front of the camera, they're always, you know, in the limelight. But to be in a different element,
Right.
to see her in a different element, I was like, okay. It was a cool experience for me to see somebody out of their element but still succeeding. You know what I mean? Even though she felt she didn't.
Right. And you said you handpicked her. What made you, like, say, this is the one that I want to play the lead role?
Me not even knowing her and writing the script and then meeting her for the first time and talking to her, having a conversation, I was like, okay, this is Chloe. And that's the character's name, Chloe. I was like, okay, this is her. Just being from where she came from, Philly, humble beginnings, you know what I mean, and to make it in the business, like, it was like a perfect fit, you know what I mean. So just having a conversation, she didn't even audition, like, just having a conversation, like, I knew she was the one to do it.
Okay, and you had this film released at a film festival, correct?
Yeah, American Black Film Festival.
And what was that experience like?
Oh, the film was well received. You know, we had some technical, like we was rushing to get it in the festival, so it wasn't sound mixed. And, you know, it was like our first pass through the edit, but we didn't want to miss it. We submitted it, they accepted it, so it was like, oh, we got to go through with it now. You know what I mean? So, but it still was well received, and I want to do another screening once the film is finished, sound mixed, everything color corrected, and I want people to see it. You know, probably maybe about 30 days or so. We're gonna do like a private screening.
Okay, so make sure the L spot is there so that, you know, we can promote it. But are you guys trying to put it in more film festivals, or what's the ultimate goal for this film?
The ultimate goal is we would like a limited theatrical release, but ultimately we want a TV series.
Okay.
So we want to get a TV series deal for the film, because we feel it has so many different stories that we could tell under this one brand, Supermodel.
Okay. And what else are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on Mahjong, which is a web series directed by Troy Antonio. I'll be producing it, and we got the rights to do Angel. It's a Terry Woods book, Angel. We got the rights to do that. I'll be directing that. So that's next on my plate. And then my next feature will probably be the end of the year, called Walk With Me.
Okay, and how many films do you put out within a year, being that you already kind of have an idea of what you want to do?
I want to do at least 2 a year.
Okay.
If I got to do more than that, cool, but I would love to do 2 a year.
Okay. Okay, and is there anything else you want to share with everybody or let them know right here on the lspot.com?
Well, honestly, I'm not a big talker. You know what I'm saying? I like my work to, show for itself. But I just want to tell all the youth in the city, man, shoot film, not guns.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, that's about it. Love God.
Absolutely, I really agree with that. And tell us where we can find all your films or your work and how people can get in contact with you if they're interested in either being a part of your film or in any other way.
Okay, you can check out my website. It's lockcityonline.com, and that'll give you everything what's going on with Shawn Baker, Lock City, all the projects we working on, everything we did to date, and all our future works. You can log on and everything is there on the site.
Okay, great. Thank you for doing this interview with me. It was about time. We've been trying to work on this for like how many years now?
Not years.
Okay, a year. Let's say a year. But we finally got to do the interview, and this was most definitely a great one. And thank you for sharing your time with me.
Thank you.
No problem. And this is Empress Lanice from the lspot.com. Make sure you network and be recognized.